Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and so we're taking a look at the top loadouts after the Season 1.5 update. So without further ado, like, comment and subscribe, but let's just get straight into it. Okay, so number 1 is in fact still the Bren. They did nerf it, however it is still beaming, and with 3 to 6 times there's still no recoil, so nothing has changed there, builds on screen now. However, the SMG has changed to the new SMG they released called the Well Gun. Now the Well Gun has the fastest time to kill, as far as I'm aware, of all the SMGs at the moment. I think there is a PPSH build that slightly beats it, but I actually do prefer the Well Gun and how it feels, so I'm going to go ahead and recommend that. Now the build is obviously new, so I'm just going to speak it out real quick. So you got the recoil booster, the Gawain short barrel, the slate reflector, the removed stock, the M1941 hand stop, the 9mm 64 round mags or the Gorenko mags, the fabric grip, the acrobats perk 1, incendiaries ammo, and quick perk 2. Now as I mentioned, there was still the PPSH, which does have a build that I'm pretty sure does outgun the Well Gun. I'll put a screenshot of JGod's charts because he's got the more accurate numbers. So I'll quickly read out the PPSH build. So you've got the oil can silencer, the 230mm barrel, the M1915 steady underbarrel, the 71 rounds Nambu magazine, the incendiary rounds, the pine tar grip, fleet perk 1, quick perk 2, and the removed stock. And you have to run the 3.5 times ZF4 rifle scope optic for that hip. I'm going to use the Well Gun. I just need to unlock it first because that's the longest thing. But for now, I'm using the MP40. So the build for the MP40 is no different from before. I'll whack it on screen here, and what I found is the MP40 is just so consistent. I've loved it, and it's just worked. I haven't really been outgunned too much. It's mainly been outplayed if I've died. So now coming up next is the next kind of meta long range guns, which is the STG or the MG42. Now both of them are still solid, and it is completely preference. Now just so you're aware, according to True Game Data's chart, the MG42 does have a slightly faster time to kill, about 60 milliseconds faster. However, for your average player, the STG is slightly easier to use, and it's also faster in terms of running speed, so this might be the one for you, but I'd recommend trying both of them out as they have their pros and cons. The build for the MG42 is on screen, and this is the build for the STG. Now for those of you who watched Him the Tapman or any other creators, you may have in fact seen the Cooper Carbine is now part of the long range meta, described as the new Kilo, and in fact some of my friends are already running it, so it's definitely a good gun. Now the Cooper Carbine, as it said, is basically like the new Kilo. It's very easy to use, it's got a pretty decent fire rate, and at short range it does beam. It actually beams a lot. It outguns the STG and is on par with the MG42 up to just under 30 meters according to True Game Data. So I would check this gun out, especially if you got it leveled up, because it is a pretty decent gun and it's fun to use. Now sniping on this map is also very good, and so I'm going to have to chuck in the Modern Warfare Kar98 as well as the Swiss from Black Ops. These guns supposedly got a nerf, however they are still ridiculously broken with instant ADS and not actually that much flinch, so these guns are still broken and I'm definitely going to recommend them. I'm going to chuck the build on screen now. Here's the Kar98, it's the same as before, and here's the Swiss, that hasn't changed either. You can pair this with a Black Ops gun, like the OTS-9, that's still solid, or you can pair it with one of the SMGs from Vanguard. Now the PPSH is what I've heard as to be the best sniper support, however, you can also use the MP40 if you're feeling confident, or the Cooper Carbine, or the STG, or even the Well Gun. It's really up to you, however, I'm just going to give you the PPSH as that seems to be the favourite pick for the sniper support. Here's the build for that. Okay, so those are pretty much the top loadouts which are currently the best ones to use. Me personally, I'm using the Bren and the MP40, however I'm unlocking the Well Gun as soon as possible and I'll be running that. So it's up to you what you use, whether you're a sniper or you're a red gunner, but just let me know down below in the comments which class you're going to use and if you're going to use these builds or what build you are going to use. Thank you so much for watching this video, make sure you like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.